Have you ever been in a situation where you've let your emotions control your actions, then afterwards regretted these actions? A heated argument with a colleague, exiting a situation you should be facing up to, sly, sarcastic comments that demean someone. Do any of these sound familiar? Having more awareness and the ability to regulate in the moment is part of emotional agility, a concept developed by Dr. Susan David. So what is it exactly? In simple terms, emotional agility is about becoming conscious of the breadth of our emotional responses. Because when you know yourself and how certain situations evoke particular emotions, you can go beyond your default reaction to respond more constructively. But we need to be careful that we don't confuse emotional agility with positive thinking. It's an acceptance of all emotional experiences, validating them and exploring strategies for working with them. So the next time you feel an emotion rising, instead of giving into it, ignoring it, pushing it down, or any of the other things we tend to do, ask yourself, what's triggering this response? Or what's going on here? What am I really upset about? Or I'm feeling really charged by this. What's causing it? Get curious. Think about how you operate. You can also use these tips to develop your emotional agility. Be mindful of your default reactions to certain situations. Maybe take up meditation or other mindfulness type activities that really help you to slow down and reflect on what's happening and how you're responding. Create a visual prompt that helps you to take a step back and consider how you might typically respond. This is especially useful if you easily get caught up in stories. A visual prompt could be as simple as having a post-it note on your desk that prompts you to think before you act. Identify your core values and make sure that your colleagues know what they are. This helps them to understand you better and can inspire greater empathy. Your colleagues can also help you find your way back if you seem to be reacting or behaving outside of these values. Give yourself a debrief after you've encountered a difficult situation. Think about your reaction and why you behave this way. This allows you to focus on improving the way you handle these types of situations going forward. Spend some time growing yourself every week. You could even start the week by focusing on one aspect of your emotional agility that you'd like to improve. Making small, constructive changes, one at a time, will really help you to become more emotionally agile over time. Developing emotional agility isn't about making more work for ourselves. In fact, the more agile we become in this area, the easier it is for us to break through challenges, find new ways forward, have empathy for others, and assert our boundaries. It makes for richer, more meaningful experiences so that we can feel more fulfilled and connected to who we are.